Well, good morning. Welcome to Windy Hill Kennel. So we are downstairs this morning. We're not sitting with puppies. We actually turned them loose. This is the first time they've seen anything down here. So they are exploring and trying to figure out what they can get into and what they can't get into. So they've never been on the slide. They've never been up the little kids slide. And so I'm anxious to see how long it takes them to learn to explore and find out what they can do. I'm going to pull this fence out a little bit and it won't be right in their face. So today is almost the start of a new life for them. They're going in on the 4th to be spayed and neutered. They can start going home on the 5th. So if you have not booked in with me, which 90% of you have not booked in with me, I really need you to give me a call today or tomorrow and book in for puppy pickup. These guys are completely weaned, have been for a week and a half, 2 weeks. They're eating dry dog food and just had a fresh bath. So they're all nice and soft and fluffy, and they're in the tunnel. Vanessa's sitting over here behind me, causing me to not being able to talk. They've got the tunnel mastered. They've been in and out of that tunnel a couple times. And I'm waiting on somebody to be exploring and come down the slide. Maybe we take the bear out. They're back there looking to see if they're going to go over it. So Brittany did some weights for us, and so we've got all the weights. See, I'll pull it out. And I've got, let me find my paperwork here, and I will go down through this. All right, so the first one in here is a male with a neon blue collar, which I think is probably what Brittany's calling turquoise. 89.85, and it's 3 pounds, 15.2 ounces. The next one in here is the pink collar, which is the only female in here. Where is she at? She's down here underneath me, just getting ready to go in the tunnel. No, she's going to attack him. She is 89.35. She weighs 3 pounds, 3.4 ounces. The next one is the male royal blue collar, 89.90, weighs 3 pounds, 7.4 ounces. And the next one is the neon green collar. It's a male, 89.84, weighs 3 pounds, 12 ounces. And we have a green collar, probably forest green. Sometimes she calls them different colors than we do. But the green would be the neon green. I'm sorry, the forest green. 89.87, and he is 4 pounds, 6.0 ounces. We have a red collared male, 89.86, 3 pounds, 14.2 ounces. And we have another male that has a plum colored collar on, kind of a dark wine color. And it's 89.88, and it's 4 pounds, 12 ounces. And the last one is the male with the orange collar on, 89.26, 4 pounds, 12.6. So there, they found the squeaky, but they haven't figured out which one made that noise. This is your last video. They will be going home starting the 5th, and this one will be your last video that we do of these guys. Everybody is doing really good in the house with no bark, no bite, no lick. A couple things I would like to point out to you that I have been listening a lot of rumbling about is pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is not caused by your manufactured dog food. Pancreatitis comes when you feed anything that you have cooked that you can eat because you changed the grease, the chemistry of the grease. So anything raw is fine for their gut. Dog food will not cause them to have pancreatitis. In 35 years of I don't know how many dogs I've owned in 35 years, I have never had pancreatitis. So treats and snacks. I feed a lot of raw hamburger. I feed little pieces of raw fat. This little red ball they have makes a squeaky noise when it rolls, and that's what you hear making that really weird noise. So stay away from any kind of table scraps. If they get in your trash and you don't know it and they eat junk out of your trash that you've scraped off of a plate, you can come down with pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is the grease causes a change in the pancreas. Their pancreases cannot cope with cooked grease. Their gut is made for raw only. It's like in the wild, they'd kill a bird, they'd kill a bunny rabbit, they'd eat mice or a rat if they could catch it. Anything that's wild that they can catch, they're going to eat it. Their gut's made for that. People go, oh, but that's gross. But that's what dogs ate in the wild. Just because they're domesticated doesn't mean they eat fried eggs and bacon for breakfast and pieces of grilled steak off the grill. That's what's going to get you. And it will throw you into a med vet, and it will cost you quite a lot of money. And a lot of times, once you have pancreatitis, if you are lucky, your dog lives. If you're lucky, it doesn't give you sugar diabetes 6 months to a year after you've had pancreatitis. And the other thing a lot of people do is they'll buy a dog. Okay, we're going to move the whole fence. Vanessa's coming to the rescue. Psst, hey. And then my thought went. So when you have a dog food that you have your dog on, and it's doing really well, and it's been on it 6 months or whatever, and you're bored with the dog food it's on, and you go, oh, let's try something new. That's what starts the snowball effect. Once you start switching around dog foods, they'll say, oh, they don't eat, they're not eating it. And then, oh, they're going to starve to death. They haven't eaten for 2 days. They won't touch it. Then you rush out and get another dog food. Well, they try that, and then they get to where like, oh, I don't think I want this. I'm going to wait her out. And so you're better off not to jump around dog foods. Something's hard that's hard for a lot of you to realize when I send these guys home. I do not feed dogs on a schedule. My adult dogs never have been on a schedule in their life. I feed free choice. Free choice means there is always a bowl of dog food in front of them. So when you get your puppy home, don't expect it to run over and gulp that dog food down out of your bowl, because that's not how they were raised. These guys are used to that food there. They might eat 2 or 3 or 4 little pieces now, and maybe 2 hours from later have another 4 or 5 little pieces. And it's also not unusual for them to take a mouthful of little pieces and take them over and put them on the floor somewhere. And then they take their time munching those up in the next hour. So if you want to start it on a schedule, your dog will eat 2/3 more dog food than is required, because once you put it in a bowl and you feed it that way and you only give it to it in the morning and the evening, they learn to gulp it all down like they're starved to death. And they'll growl at you when you put your hands near the bowl, because this is mine, don't touch it, this is all I get. And free-fed dogs don't do that. They could care less. You can take their food away from them and pull it out of their mouth. They don't care. So, or a lot of times you'll look at the bag and say, oh, they should only have a 1/4 cup. Well, great. If you line 10 kids up in a row and you gave them all a 1/4 cup, you're going to have some kids that are okay with that, some kids that are still starved when they're done. And it's the same with dogs. So when you get these guys home, if you're going to change them to a schedule, you can, but leave them at least for the first week to 2 weeks on their free choice schedule. And that lets them get used to all the new changes that they're going through when they first go home. Takes them about 2 weeks to really get their feet on the ground and realize like they really fit in. So you can ask me questions if you come about free choice. It is absolutely possible to house train on free choice, because these puppies poop at the same time every day because they're on a schedule. Their bodies are on that schedule. So it just depends on your comfort level. And I would never tell you have to do it my way. I just want you to understand what our way was. So when you get home and these guys don't eat like you think they should, I always tell everybody when I get that phone call and they tell me, oh, it's not eating. And I ask you, is it pooping? Well, yeah. I said, well, then it's eating. You just don't see it. Hey, quit, you little demon. He's like, what am I doing? Huh? What am I doing? So, anyway, that's enough about pancreatitis and food. If you have not received your videos, it's because I'm missing your contract. Vanessa just told me I'm missing 3, I think, 3 or 4. So I'm going to text you today. I need your contracts so we have your information and we can fill out all the paperwork from our end. So when you come to pick up or the girls bring your puppy to you, if you're getting it delivered, you have your end of the contract from me. So it's really important that I get your contracts from you guys so I have that information. What else am I going to tell you? Toenails are getting cut today. And I don't know. I can't think what else I was going to throw at you. Oh, these guys are just demons. Oh, you're going to tear my tunnel apart. I don't mind them climbing on it, but don't chew it apart, you little stinkers. They've never seen any of this stuff, so this is like a whole new experience for them. Vanessa's got her little mop there. She's ready. We're waiting on somebody to have an accident. And usually they do that when we're down here. I do change their toys every day. So in their kennels, today when they go to bed, in the morning when we take them out to clean kennels, all their toys go in the washer. And they get a whole new set of toys. They get bored with their toys just like children do. I don't think anybody's been out of that tunnel yet. And usually that tunnel is like the main entertainment for these little turkeys. I think it's been the stupid tunnel today as everybody's been playing with that tunnel. It's really quiet now. There are such stinkers. Oh, there's a tunnel person. Oh, he says, I'm going to slide off. So one's made it. Usually when one tries it, somebody else tries it. But it takes a little bit, and then they get to where it becomes a really fun thing to do. But these guys are not interested in the tunnel today. If you are interested in where I get this fence, in case you have a basement, you want to set up someplace, or in your garage that's attached to the house, and you want to set something up for the pup to run in and wear its energy off if it can't go out when it gets super, super snowy and too deep. This came from Wayfair. Each one of these panels has a peg that holds it together. And Wayfair, which surprisingly I have nothing to do with, but I did not know how much dog stuff they carry. They have a ton of dog accessories. Lots of kennels, rolling kennels. We have a couple here in the shop that are, I think they're 42 inches. And they roll. They're great for us because we can roll it and move and clean under it and that type thing. When we're cleaning kennels, we put the pups in it while they're waiting to get back in their kennels. Bathing wise on these guys, we've been bathing them once a week. They're used to that. If you are going to groom yourself at home, I highly advise you to run your clippers on their body every week. Oh, there, we're going to go the other way now. And if you don't, and they finally go to a groomer, their groomer is going to hate you because that puppy is going to be like a vicious monster. Right now, they're used to clippers. They could care less, and they're desensitized to them. So even if you're not going to groom, you should at least take the clippers, hold the blade in your hand, turn them on, and run the body of the clipper up and down on your puppy at least once a week. It'll keep them desensitized, so when they go to the groomers, the groomer doesn't have to fight with a Cujo on the table, and it's much harder on the puppy too when it's like that. All the puppies in this litter are sold except this one right here. It looks black in this video. It has the neon green collar, but it is a chocolate. It's a chocolate. And that is the last puppy that's available in this litter, and it will be spayed on the, or neutered on the 4th. It's a male. Everything else in this litter is sold. So if you're interested and want more information, please feel free to give me a call. I don't mind whatsoever. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have not received your videos, please shoot me an email. And I will get it right out to you, because I know there's several of you that have not gotten them. Oh, this one's going up those. This is funny. He says, oh, now what do I do? There's steps over there. I got to go back down. I think he's the one that went up the slide first. Now we're going to get wound. This is good for them. It gets them to run off this energy so they don't tear everything upstairs up for us. All right, I'm going to get out of here. We've got more to do today. I hope you've enjoyed their video, and I look forward to talking to you this week. So please give me a call and get booked in for puppy pickup. And I'll get you on the calendar when we will talk to you later.